Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game between the Green Bay Packers. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, you got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that can come back and bite him in another ball game.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Up second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it brings up third.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. Bottom line, how do they get a win?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself with that one. 220 under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
at their own 39-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Balaj.
At the 49ers.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Balaj, the ball carrier.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These two teams all tied after one. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Garoppolo on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Number 30.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, Mostert done a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's Muhammad. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. What do you need? Check back. Hey, Mike 51.
Garoppolo now. First down throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So we've hit halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Packers 14.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that lost week at the hands of Seattle. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Mostert, the ball
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Richard Sherman.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Is 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen to Balazs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll run here with Balazs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Mason
Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Garoppolo connects with Kittle underneath, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 3 buzz.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. You're watching the NFL on EA. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Toss play to Balaj. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Now Balaj. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is born. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Robbie Gould.
No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
There's Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This is Mostert. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 7, 33 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's Richie James on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sideline.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll outbreak from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The 2nd down carry for Irvin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Jason Barrett brought him down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Irvin. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson.
Rodgers pass.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Dre Greenlaw.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Third down.
Able to find Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And the Packer first down.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year. Shotgun handoff to Irvin. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Tonight's
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Green Bay, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before